Hey, everybody, it's Proper Cup of Joe. Good morning. Good morning. And we have Adam here. So this is, if you're just joining us, and thanks for sticking around. If we're a little bit late, we have a little bit of a technical issue because Adam is joining us here from a lake house that supposedly had Wi-Fi, but really does not. So he's working off his hotspots, but that's Adam. I'm Joe. This is Proper Cup of Joe. He has snakes. I have a bunch of questions. That's the premise of the show. So welcome. It's Thursday morning. What do you say, Adam? I'm throwing it to you.
So when Joe stops talking, I'm going to guess what he was speaking about. I'll make some faces. I'll move my hands. I don't know, about a third. I got up to about where you explained that I have no Wi-Fi, so I'm on a hotspot. I can't imagine how this is coming across, but let's give it a shot.
It's fine. It's okay. It's actually okay.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
And
well,
actually, your audio and your video are like together now. It's actually working very well now.
We got it all together. It's good. Good.
That's
Joe, how have you been? How's the week, man? We did our Daytona thing, and now I
week. Forget about it. It was Daytona week this week. It was fantastic. I had a blast. It was so fun. Really, really fun, and just catching up with folks and seeing people and hanging out. It was just great. Loved it. How about you?
I had a blast, man. It was a fast trip, but honestly, it was just the right time. I was able to sneak out without missing like chores and stuff. I had to thread a needle to get work done and then come out here to this lake house. So this is our last little trip of the summer before Charlie goes back to school. So it all was good. Daytona is just great, man. Seeing old friends. There's like the big national shows, but there's like a regionality to it as well. So there was a lot of people from Florida that I hadn't seen in 3 years, people that were really good to me, really important to me, people that I helped a lot, that helped me out. It's great to see the stuff they're doing. So it was really cool to get back to it. And then, to hang out with you and Chelsea was great. Always great to catch up too.
Yeah, we had a good time. I got in on Friday and wasn't able to get over to the show on Friday. I got there too late. But the first thing that we did was we had a nice little steak dinner, which was
little steak dinner.
It was gorgeous. It was fantastic. It was delicious. I loved it. It was fantastic. And had a blast. There was a little bit of a kerfuffle, remember? There was a little kerfuffle.
I gotta say, it was like the little cherry on the top, the little unexpected joy of the evening.
Yeah,
we're having dinner in this steakhouse, spending more than we should, drinking more than we should, eating expensive fat. Dessert was a side of gout after that dinner. And what happens to our right? There's a couple that's a little bit older than us, about our age, maybe 10 years older, perhaps. And they're getting thrown out of the restaurant. And it's escalating. There's an issue. It's escalating, man. The tablecloths, the crystal, the silver, it's all in question at that point. Excuse the expression. What do you say? Grown ass folk getting thrown out of a restaurant, man. Like, these are adults behaving horribly. And
I had encountered them earlier at the bar when we were getting our first drinks and waiting for a table. And at that point, I was like, yeah, these people shouldn't be at this bar. The woman was almost incoherent. So I don't know. Maybe they got served at the bar. I don't know. They started to get a little bit. And then she was she said, the favorite line was,
this is great.
She said to the waiter, "I'm not drunk. I'm French."
The server's like, "You're slurring your words. You can't stand up." She's like, "No, I'm just French. You don't understand that. That's my accent. Your accent isn't drunk."
It was kind of an odd couple too, because he was kind of a good old boy, and she did have some kind of accent, but that's not the reason he was getting thrown out.
Yeah, exactly. It was not. There was no nationality issues here. It was completely alcohol related. So, but I thought it was a fun touch.
I've eaten at the hotel steakhouse twice now. I think both times been great, fantastic meals, great service, so great. Just a wonderful time. So had a blast there, and then we were kind of looking around. We were cruising the hotel there. We stayed out a little bit late that night, and met up with some folks that we hadn't seen in a while, and people that I hadn't met ever. So it was great. It was like the last time I was at Daytona was like maybe a few weeks after we started this show. And I remember going to that show and going, is anybody, I thought maybe like some people would recognize me or whatever. No, that never happened there. And then I went back to Daytona this time, and still no one recognized me. So no. People, it was definitely more folks that I could go, oh, you're this person in the chat, or oh, I've heard your name, or this is it was. So it was great. And then there were some listeners who haven't chatted at all that I met throughout the weekend too. That was I met some. I took all pictures, and the auction was really fun. The whole show was fantastic. I just loved it. It was great.
What do you call the people? The lurkers. That's who they are. They watch, but they don't comment. Now we know they're out there because they've acknowledged that they know who you are, but we never recognized their chat handle.
Is that an official like? Is that an official term for people on the internet that don't participate? Is lurkers? That seems kind of derogatory.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It is derogatory, and they can fix it by commenting and chatting and saying hello, and then they're out of the category.
Some people don't want to participate that way. They just want to listen. That's fine. It's okay.
A kind hello never hurts. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Caffeinated lizard.
Now see here. Look at that. Look at them all coming out of the woodwork. This is good. This is good. I lost audio a little bit when you were talking about our hangout after dinner that night, but I feel like the key to a good hangout is positioning yourself almost like a trout in a stream, where you're going to pick up all the people passing by, And we were staked up. We were staked up pretty good. We ran into a whole lot of cool people. I was impressed, or actually taken aback, that as many people were interested in the expo that I'm putting on. I didn't, it's a 70 table show. It's pretty regional kind of thing. But there was a lot of chatter about that and a lot of interest in that. So I thought that was pretty cool, and kind of the power of like the internet these days,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know what, that whole meeting with Husbandry.pro.
Oh, yeah.
Now I don't know what I can say, or is there like what they are cooking up for?
Yeah, I don't think it's quiet, but it could be. You're right. Anyhow, there's some software that's going to be pretty cool, and as usual, innovative. I was like ingenuitive. No, innovative. There's some innovative software that's coming that's pretty cool from Robert. But I think the process we could talk about. Robert is great at here's what I'm thinking. What would you actually need? And then awesome. Synapses just fly, man. And Joe, I'm guessing I was standing there for close to an hour. And for me, it felt like 10 minutes. I was like, I could sit here and riff all day with this dude, figuring out how we're going to fix and improve things and formulate this software.
So I was there, and I was eager to walk around and see everything. And I'm more of a kid there. than I think you are. You're like an adult there, and you're having
I
adult
was the dad.
conversations. Yes, and you're having these adult conversations about how you're gonna, collaborate and with these various people. And I just want to like look at some snakes and some crazy creatures. And so I'm there, and you're like, yeah, I'll walk you around, and I know people, and I'll introduce you to them and everything. And I haven't even talked to you about this, but then like you would get into this, like you'd be like, this is this person from this person, and I'd go. And I'd be there for a little bit, and then you guys would sink into a conversation that I'm like, and I start to go like this, and like I just want to like look around. And so then I would go, okay, I'm going to go look around, and I'd go look around, and maybe like I'd come back maybe a half hour later, you're still talking to that person. And Husbandry Pro, first I stood in there for a while because that was really cool. And the energy of that conversation was awesome. And to see what they're doing, and to see how, like, you've always told me that they're always kind of like, yeah, what do you want? What do you think of this? And then they like listen to your feedback, and they change things up. That was like, I saw that in action there during that conversation.
Time, yeah.
Not only is the software going to be really fantastic, it seems like, but also like to see that feedback loop in action.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm guessing where I jump in here. I'm getting pieces of it, but I do think it goes to show my one thing this week was going to be just the power of meeting people in person. We do so much on the internet, and it is powerful. It's a great tool. We're able to do this together when we have signal, but getting there in person, spending the time, you said seeing, I think, the enthusiasm or the passion, like you get to see the people in their element, and you feed off of each other. A handshake, a connect, look at people in the eye, reconnecting with old friends. It's fantastic, man. I think it's really great. That was going to be my one thing of just how important it is. I think I was only in Daytona for 30 hours. Get in, do all that you can, and then go back. But
that's amazing.
It was totally worth that trip, totally worth it.
Yeah. So the conversation that you were having with Husbandry Pro, but at a certain point I tapped out. I was like, okay, I need to go look. I haven't seen everything yet. And I haven't like seen people that I want to see. So I'm going to go look. And that was the longest conversation, because I went through the entire Expo, and I came back and you were still there. But on that venture, I went and I introduced myself. What you were going to do for me, I did myself, and I introduced myself to a lot of our listeners and people who said they were going to be there. I met Bill from Heart of the Python. Even though when I introduced myself to people, I don't know if they really know me, because I am, my size on the computer or whatever, or the phone or whatever. But when people see me in person, I'm a large individual. so a lot of time that throws people off, and maybe they don't recognize my face or something, because they're kind of like, I don't know if Bill ever really realized that it was me from Pickup and Joe. but let's see. And then I'm repping Sundog
Serpents.
Yes,
Sarah and Josh.
Yes, I saw them on that go around, and then Beauty and the Balls. I got a T-shirt from them as well. I'll rep that next week. It was great to meet him, and we talked about you and made fun of you a little bit.
Good.
And then, and then just I actually have some pictures. I don't know. Should I show some pictures?
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, if you could fire them up here, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay, let me see here.
So while
Yeah.
you're doing that, it was fun to watch people like connect. They're like, "Oh, Adam, what's up?" And then like you're standing there, and either they would make the connection, or I'd be like, "Hey, that's Joe. You got to say hey," and it would be like countdown 5, 4, 3. Oh, you're Joe, and like they're like, "You're way bigger than I expected," and not like for the record, Joe's not like fat. He's your tall
Well,
person,
some
man.
people.
Nah,
Uh,
you could wreck somebody, man, if
I
they thought
went
you. Nah, yeah.
I went, so I was there for maybe like 2.5 hours in the morning, and we were able to get in earlier. So we got in. We went there at like 9, and we did
Yeah,
some
we went.
videos
Yeah, we had the
for
vendor badges. Yeah,
yeah. We did some videos for
vision cages and racks.
vision cages and racks, which they are really cool. Wow. That was even that kind of stuff was like, yeah, this is innovative. This is cool.
It was fun
We
to
got
it was fun to hear you when I was like recording it. You were like, "Wow, there's actually a lot of thought and like innovation that goes into these products." And I was like, "Yeah, this is a whole industry here, man." You're like, "Man, this is cool." I was like, "All right, see, there's stuff going on, man."
yeah, Husbandry.pro there. We got and so a lot of these are just selfies of me and our listeners here. Heart of the Python there. That was cool seeing them. And then let's see. Oh, Beauty and the Balls. There he is. That
Yeah,
was
there's
fun.
Jason. Yeah. Now, Joe, what you might not realize, Jason has recently trimmed up his beard. That beard would have covered his lanyard that he normally rocks.
Well, if it covers up his T-shirt, then he's covering up his brand. You got to show off your brand a little bit. It's a good strategic business move to cut your beard so that your brand can show.
He said that I think it was his wife, but it might have been his mother or mother-in-law. He said he shaved his beard and didn't tell anybody, not like trimmed it up, like shaved it, and went to church and like stood right next to this person for a good like 50 seconds or something. And they were like, this person's standing too close before they realized it was their, I think it was a mother-in-law is what I think it was. But anyway, it's a great story.
He's a super nice guy, and he's funny too. It was fun talking to him. Then we got Sundog there. We hung out with them for a little bit. Then we got I don't know these folks except we hung out with that dude. We didn't really hang out with him. He was in a really funny bathing suit the night before, so I took a picture of that one.
That was Gulf Coast Exotics. I forget his name. He did. He has a memorable way of presenting himself at a hangout. Yes, so we'll do it that. Yeah.
And then Jeremy. He allowed me to get behind and go into his area there, and then we got a picture.
Shout out to Jeremy and Jeannie. Like I'll tell you, those were the very first people, literally the first people that said, "Come by the house, come by the facility. We'll show you around. We'll show you how our setup works." And like, inviting a stranger into your home, into your place, spending time with them, mentoring them is like the kindest thing that anybody could do, and trusting thing that anybody could do. They have always looked out for me. I love Jeannie and Jeremy. They're fantastic people and literally have helped me so much. So it's so great to see them doing well. And it's not my story to tell, my business to share, but when I say they were doing well, they probably won Daytona, as I understand how things went.
I think so. They could tell whatever happened.
Right. They can tell their own story, but yeah.
That's an amazing story. And not only is that story amazing, but their story is amazing. So we got a chance to hang out with them a little bit.
Also, theirs to tell.
That night. Yeah, and and like when I sit down at dinner, like you asked me to do the show because I'm a naturally curious person, and I just like
right.
I like asking questions. And so we had dinner later that night. I start asking questions, and man, what a story about them getting together, and their backstory, their childhood, all of it. It is a fantastic story. Had a blast with them this weekend. Really, really, really fun. We do have a question about the coolest snake that I saw, and that'll be coming up in a second, I think. So let me see here. I'm gonna remove that.
Sammy asked about Joe, do you want to get one more country on your passport this summer before the end of the year? You want to go to Toronto?
When is Toronto?
September 17th, 18th, something like that. A Thursday to a Sunday.
I'll be close to Toronto, but I don't think I'll be able to make it there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did piece that together. Yeah, you should shoot over from Buffalo.
Yeah, just shoot over. That's all.
Was it like 2 hours? Yeah, you should
extract myself from my stepson and
Put the important things on pause and come look at some snakes in Canada. They look different there.
I would love it. Every time, see, this is weird because we do like a New Year's Eve show or a New Year's Day show where we do like, what's the resolutions this year, or whatever.
Right.
And a lot of times I put on that list, I'm going to go to a reptile show. And like all resolutions, I fail at them. But every time I go to one, it makes me go, oh, I should go to more of these because it's just such a great atmosphere. There's such a camaraderie there that I feel where people are kind of excited for each other, helping each other out, having these conversations that I can't really be involved in because I don't really know what the hell you're talking about. But I feel the energy, and it makes me go, wow, these folks, they have this niche. They have this niche passion, and it's a little bit like we've talked about in the past. It's a little bit outside of the mainstream, and they've all stepped outside, and they have all found each other. And that's like the coolest part of this is that all walks of life that have this one passion. They come together in the same place, and they meet each other, and it's just such an interesting and cool and like uplifting thing to watch. I really, really like it. It's fantastic. And the other thing is, like we've talked about on the show, like there are elements within this industry that are not like that. They're not collegial. They're not like helpful. They're more on the side of being competitive negatively than competitive positively. So, but I don't see that. I don't see that there. I don't see those at the shows, and that makes me think that maybe it's becoming maybe more and more like this positive, accepting, open arm kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not observing it correctly. Maybe you all are feeling differently about that. But I just get all like positive feelings when I'm at a show. It's great.
I think it's improving. Some of the tribal, I'm on this side and you're on that side. I think when the market is strong, it causes competition and it ramps up competition in negative ways. I think when the market is in a challenging time, which it probably is right now, although it's more of a normal time, I think people are going, how do we build this industry? How do we represent it the best that we can? How do we make sure that, we go for the tide to lift all ships kind of feel? Joe, one thing you said about, the massive community that kind of all come together. The cool thing about the Canadian show is that it's not just a reptile show. It's dogs, it's birds, it's fish. It's the tank people. It is the biggest. I mean, it's got to be 250,000 square feet, man. It's a massive show. So you get all of those elements, but I could be you at that show. I could stroll through the fish area and be like, I don't know anything about any of this, but this looks amazing and cool. And you guys are all like super fish geeks, you know, or they have the temporary docks and pools for the water dogs to be jumping off of. And they have the various training competitions for the dogs. And you're like,
that does sound fun.
You're like, this is cool.
Maybe I'll skip out on Aiden's game and just shoot up there. What is it on Saturday?
It's Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, but Saturday would be the day. That's where you want to be. And while we're on the topic, I should promo. Chris Eaton and I will be doing a live stream on the Fat Man Nation all day from the show. We'll be live.
Oh, okay.
I think we go 9 hours or something consecutive. He's like, we press record and live, and we don't shut it off the whole day. I'm like,
well,
right,
from
man,
what I saw in Daytona, that's a piece of cake for you.
Oh yeah, I could just talk. Yeah, we're gonna have business discussions, and it's gonna be on camera. Just let it rip. Yeah.
I was kind of surprised, actually. So after the show, wait a second. I want to say this. If anybody wants to watch my stepson, who I brought up a number of times on the show, I think their games stream on YouTube. His first game is this weekend, 2 p.m. on YouTube. It's SUNY, SUNY, Erie Community College. And I think if anybody wants to watch it, put a college football game on and go ahead and take a look there. But
you got to put the link in the comments after the show, Joe. Go to the comments and put the link. I'd love to check that out. Actually,
I'll try and figure out how to do that, I guess.
You just write it. You like not the chat, like the actual comments of a video, like you've been doing for 20 years on YouTube. Yeah, just put it right in the comments there.
So I was actually, speaking of you talking and being on and like talking to people for a long time, I was really surprised. We went to the auction on Saturday night, and we kind of wrapped up a little earlier than I thought we would, because you were kind of like, all right, yeah, I've been talking.
I ran out of steam, man. I was like, I think I've done it. I've used it up, man. I gotta go.
Yeah. So, but the auction was fantastic. Oh, it was great to see. He wasn't vending, but Chris from BNS. He's always just like, and meeting his family, his beautiful kids. It was so great to like catch up with him and how excited he was. Like, he's just such a positive guy. He just is so happy, and like gave me a big hug. And I mean, we've met. I think we hung out once, in Daytona 33 years ago on the show. Of course, we've developed a relationship. He's been on this show and everything, but just so like excited to see me, and like it was great. I just love folks like that. Just so positive and just brings a great energy to the whole room. So it was fantastic.
He's the one guy that I can vend next to all day, then go back and actually share a room when we're at Tinley, and then repeat for 3 days. Like you saw me at the end of the auction. I was like, man, I gotta disappear. I gotta get out. I get a little overwhelmed after a little. Like, I really like being on, and then I really like being off, and I have to. That's kind of me, And Chris has that figured out for me, where when it just really works, and I'm so thankful for that, and that's how he's a big part of how I was able to get a table at Tinley, and I'm so happy to still vend with him and work with him there at Tinley and have that partnership intact. This is years now. I mean, this will be my 6th or 7th Tinley, so we've done this 3 times or 4 times now together.
Yeah, I don't think I would have a problem vending with Chris too. He's a terrific guy. He was a little under the weather from a particular incident that took place. Did you hear that story?
Yeah, I think we could tell it, but well, I'm going to
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know. Wait a minute. You're going to
He,
anyway? Okay.
well, okay. Well, should we not? Maybe not. I don't know. He had been, but yeah, he had been under the weather. Not when people say like I'm under the weather at a reptile show, that generally means I hung out on the beach too long at Daytona the night before. He was legitimately under the weather, bounced back, boom, they got him fixed up, and off he went. It was good to see him.
Yeah.
He had been in the ER 2 nights before in North Carolina. So it was cool to see that he was in, and he lives in Pennsylvania. So it wasn't like that was at
Dedication.
home. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was on en route. He went into the hospital.
Dedication. Now we had a question. What's the coolest snake that you saw? And we're gonna feature the coolest ball python in the world right now. As one of the snakes that Adam brought, he specifically brought me over to take a look at this snake. And so we have a picture of it. And this isn't from some kind of Instagram post or anything like that. This is better than scrolling on Instagram and then stopping and saying, wow, that's a really cool ball python. This is going to one of the largest reptile expos in the world and stopping and looking at a beautiful, beautiful creature. I'm going to put this up here. Adam, can you tell us a little bit about this?
So first we got to thank Heart of the Python. The coolest ball python in the world is always presented by Heart of the Python. That's Billy K. Peaver up in Massachusetts. They just vended Daytona. It was great to hang out with Bill and the girls. I don't have my notes right in front of me, but I know that there's Monarch in the mix. There's Monsoon in the mix. The girls are working banana and pie projects. Bill's got Mandarin, I think some on the ground. And it was great to see them in Daytona. Man, they travel from Massachusetts to Daytona. I know that I'll see them at Tinley in a few weeks. Not a few, well, a big few weeks, 8 weeks or so. I'll see them in Tinley. So thanks to Heart of the Python for always bringing us the coolest ball python in the world. This ball python, how's the signal? How's it holding up, Joe? We're good? All right, cool. This one comes from Billy Rice at Rice Reptiles. That's Billy and Dawn and their daughter. They made a huge splash a few years ago, and I mean, they are just doing it right. You could see by the animals that they produce. And Billy was kind enough. I mean, this is where relationships come in. This is a not for sale snake, totally for display, as you could see why. And he was kind enough to take it out. We did a little photo shoot with it. I actually didn't even handle this snake. I was like, why don't you hold on to this snake, Billy? I don't want any responsibility here. I don't remember all of the genes. However, I know for sure that Billy believes, there's a gene called lace in this, and lace has been sort of shrouded in a little bit of not controversy, but questions, perhaps some doubt. They developed a lace test, and a lot of the animals that have been sold as lace did not prove positive for the gene. And lace is a really brightening gene that brings out these just vibrant colors, so brightening here. And it's amazing the contrast. Usually when you brighten to a point, you lose contrast. This gets bright with the oranges, and then the yellow contrast is still super high. And that's what lace is doing. Otherwise, there's super inchy in there. And then Billy's sort of what I call in wine, when you mix like 12 different grapes to make a really beautiful wine, we call it a kitchen sink. You know, you threw everything into a kitchen sink. This is a bit of a kitchen sink snake. He's going to have to test it for a whole bunch of things, but definitely super inchy and lace and piebald. And you could see just the phenomenal electricity that snake is, man. It's incredible.
Yeah. I caught a little bit of what you were saying, but I like.
Okay.
I like that it's got that white underbelly. That's kind of really cool. That it's just like creeping up there, and that the pattern on the back or the spine is like. You can tell it's like overlaid. It's like a piece that's been like put on the snake. So that to me, for some reason, that makes it look really cool. I really like the head of this snake, which is something that I don't really notice too much. I usually just focus on the I don't know what do we call this? The rest of the body is the tail. I don't know.
It's the body. Yeah, it's the rest of the body.
Yeah, the third. I like that. Somebody said on it was like the last third is the tail, but I really like the pattern there on the head there, and how it kind of goes back. I just think that's really cool. It looks like an arrowhead on the head. Do you use that kind of terminology? Like, oh, this has an arrowhead on there, or whatever?
Actually, we do, and that's indicative of Enchi and Super Enchi, and even in clown, it gets more compressed to a even stronger arrowhead look. But yeah, that's that arrowhead look on the head stamp there. That's definitely something we would say.
I'm going to show you, I want to just show you what this reminds me of. I need to find something. So if you can just talk here for a few seconds, that would be great.
You said that you like the white coming up from the belly. We've talked about piebalds before where there's pattern and then white and then pattern. This is actually a piebald with super high patterns. So all the pattern on top is connected, but that pure white on the bottom that you would typically see broken up in piebald, that is just on the bottom of this snake. And so that's a kind of a cool example of what piebald can do as well. We generally would expect to see, pattern, then the white, then the pattern. So I don't know. I think this is a really cool snake. Billy had it marked not for sale. I don't know what something like this would go for, and I don't think he would ever consider selling it until he figured out exactly what was in it with some shed testing and whatnot. What'd you cook up, Joe? I'm excited to see what you think it looks like.
So one of my favorite artists of all time, and this has extra colors, is this guy Clifford Still. And he's an abstract painter, and this is what and not just this snake, but it reminds me of his artwork. It's pretty neat. Let me see if I can let's see, image file. Not just that one. Okay, I'll do this. Continue to talk. Let's see. I want to present here and stop screen. Oh yeah. Okay. Present, share screen. I'll do that. Okay. Let's see if I can.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this over here to the right, like his work is I think is really, really cool. I like the colors that he uses, and sometimes it's real dark and black, like this work over here to the left. But the one that's highlighted here, he has a few of them that are just like this, and that's what like these colors often remind me of, is his abstract work. So that's kind of what this snake reminded me of. That's why I thought it was the coolest snake that I saw there at the Expo in Daytona.
So my audio is going in and out, and I apologize. I'm not much of like an art guy. Like I don't really get art a whole lot, but I get this and I get these snakes. So hearing that related to art and overlapping, I think is a really pretty cool thing. And I think it's completely fitting. I mean, that's the purpose of we absolutely want to take care of the animals and put the animals first, but creating beautiful outcomes is could you imagine hatching that thing and being like, holy, like when that egg opened up or when you cut that egg, seeing that, you're just like, holy smokes, man. I think it's just a super cool ball python. And it was great to get to see that in person,
Yeah, and I think what's neat about that is I love like synthesis. I love like, oh well, yeah, this isn't this, and that's a part of this show too. Is like to go, this is just an interest. It's not like I was walking. We were walking from the hotel to the to the convention center, right? The Ocean Center, and there was a guy who had a snake like like in a case, right? But it was, you could see the snake. It was like so he was walking, and there was a woman who was walking on the sidewalk, and she like stopped and like moved away from that person and like moved, and he said it's not going to get out of this. It's completely secure. You don't have to worry about, like, he was really, now he didn't look like a super friendly guy, but he was really friendly.
Right,
and he
right.
was and he was telling the woman like it's okay, but she was like freaked out about it. So I like using the show as a way to go, it's not, it's this, let's get rid of this stigma on
Right.
with people who are normies like me, right? uh to go, this is like a beautiful thing, this is art. And so to draw this synthesis between what you see as beautiful here on this snake, and what, you know, appreciators of you know, modern art do. I like drawing that synthesis, much like what Mission Morphs is also doing. Also looks similar to his tequila sunrise drink.
There's many ways
synthesis,
you're right, the variety of synthesis here.
yes, I just love the synthesis, you know. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I would give this 2 full cups of coffee. That's the coolest ball python in the world this week.
Nice job, Joe. Nice job. What if you had did you feel like you missed anything? Did you feel like you're like, all right, wait, next time at Daytona, I got to do this because I didn't do this? Or what would the future goals be as far as Daytona or other shows? Are you invigorated to try like Chicago, or maybe you and I, we got to go out to the West Coast. Maybe we got to do a little Pomona, California out in LA. How about that, man?
I would love that. I think it would be really fun. I think yeah, this definitely like encourages me, like, I should be around this community a little bit more. It was really fun. Something that I missed, I don't think I saw everybody that I wanted to see. And I don't know how, like, next time I should be more connected. Like, I should reach out to people, not just go, well, I'll show up and I'll see people, I guess, because it's so big. So like, I know that there are people, like, even here on the chat, like, I missed seeing people that were there and just introducing myself to them. So that was something that I want to try and do better next time.
If it makes you feel better, there were people from Minnesota that are going to be vending at the NSREE show that I haven't met in person. And we were like, we'll meet in Daytona. And yesterday I'm out fishing and I got a text, hey, sorry we didn't connect in Daytona. I got busy and I didn't think of it. And I was working. I went through a room. I was in a room. I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't. So I got to get back to Minnesota to meet this person in person. I still haven't met them. And so what I'm saying is, don't feel bad. It happens, man. It's a massive show. It's a massive amount of people, man. Oh, what was the coolest animal you saw that was not a snake, Joe?
I mean, some of the humans were very interesting there. So I liked watching the humans. That was really fun. Let's see. I'm not. There is a. You know how, like, you have kind of a. I don't know. Maybe you have a fear. Like, I have a fear of the deep sea, right? I saw like there's a movie coming out about a guy who was swallowed by a whale. That's like the worst. Like, that's my worst nightmare. It's awful. It's like the sea represents like the abyss, like the vastness of it and how small we are and all that nonsense. There's a spider thing that I have. Like, I'm not like a huge spider fan when there's a spider that's crawling around in my house, especially like if they're very large. And we do get large ones in Florida, but there's something that I'm drawn to. Like, I want to, if I know that everything is okay, like I'm that woman on the show.
Right.
If I know that everything's okay, I liked testing my uneasiness with some of the arachnids that were there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there was a good display of those. I remember over in room 2 on the right-hand side over there.
Yes,
I liked some of the water dragons. I thought were pretty cool. I had not had a chance to see some of those in person. I also and like we have our specialties, and then we have areas where I'm like, that's cool. I don't know what it is. There were some geckos that they still blow me away, man. They're gorgeous animals. If I go back to my own color contrast and pattern descriptions, these geckos are phenomenal. And it was really cool because I kind of preach this a lot. I don't know if those geckos were $100 animals or $20,000 animals. I wasn't taking one home either way, but it was easy just to appreciate them without like concern of the price and that kind of thing. It was just like, dang, that thing is cool, man. And you get that like awe or that wow factor, which is what brought us all into this world in the first place. Kind of that childlike, what in the world is that kind of thing,
Well, one of the things that was a conversation that we did have was like, you were like, I love these geckos. And I said, why don't you get into that? Or why don't you get one? And you were like, if I get one, I'm going to be hooked and it's going to be a whole thing with me. So it was very smart of you. You're very smart.
There'll be a gecko morning show. It's right.
Yeah. A gecko morning show. Now I'm gonna have to learn about geckos. Come on.
We have to do the whole thing if we do it. Well, Joe, I'm back to no audio. I think we maybe are lucky to have made it this far with my hamster on a wheel of an internet connection this morning. What do you got coming up this week, man? What's fun this week?
What's fun this week is I'm not doing anything. That's great. I'm just going to be in my house. I'm going to work on my house. I bought a new lawnmower. It's a 0-turn lawnmower. I can't wait to mow my lawn.
You're zipping around. Yeah.
Yes, it's awesome. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to streaming Aiden's game. Hopefully that will work. I'm not sure if that works or not. So we'll see that. And then hanging out with the family this weekend. I'm just looking forward to it.
What's the mascot there? What did you say? It's SUNY Buffalo?
It's SUNY Erie. SUNY Erie.
And what's their mascot? What are they?
What is their mascot?
They're like the fighting trout.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
What is their mascot? There's a big paw on their website.
Maybe a bear cat or something.
Maybe it's a bear. I don't know. I don't know. Cats. Yeah, they're cats. They're the cats.
The cats. Okay.
Yeah. But with a K, which seems strange.
Makes them more hip. Did they put a Z on the end? KATZ?
They should. They should now that Aiden's there.
That's right. Well, best of luck to Aiden. I am going to try and stream this game. Much like you, I am looking forward to a normal week at home. I need to get back to my routine. I need to get back to just doing what I do. I'm kind of excited for that. It's been a blast. It's been great. I'm excited I did it all, but I need to get back to running my shop, running my business, running my life kind of thing.
Yeah. That'll be great. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We got a little bit of a short porch today. Adam's got to go fishing and catch a huge pike. And
That's right.
and we'll have a great week. Everybody have a great week. Stay safe, stay cool, and we'll see you all next week.
I won't kill it, but I will wrestle it for science. Did you get my quote?
Oh, wait, you didn't end the stream, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. We should do that.